While Gabon has the fourth highest level of income per capita in Sub-Saharan Africa, poverty and unemployment remain widespread. Now, the country has launched an ambitious public investment and reform program that's to transform Gabon into a diversified emerging market economy by 2025. Sanjay Dade, country director of Upjeet Group, joins us for some insight into the projects they're involved in Gabon. Sanjay, thanks for joining us. So give us an idea of why a company, of course, based in India is looking to Gabon for growth, and give us some insight into the projects you're specifically focused on right now.
Hi Samantha, thank you very much for putting up the question that why a company based out of India is coming to West Africa in order to do some projects. The sector of involvement for Upjeet is essentially into mining of minerals and production of alloys and generation of power. Now, these are the sectors which are new to the Western African coast, especially mining, especially generation or manufacture of ferroalloys. Mining has been a very old industry in Gabon, where manganese has been traditionally being mined for the last 50 years, and therefore it is definitely a source of raw material. And in today's business dynamics, what it suggests is that the closer we are to the source of the raw material for transformation, the better business viability does it make. It makes better business viability. And these are, this is definitely one of the driving factors why a group from India has come into Western Africa in order to take up projects over here and invest into this country. Some of the critical areas which we have further considered is the economic, the political stability in this country, which is very good, and the logistical advantage that we have in terms of servicing the European markets and the American markets with our products, which are pretty acceptable. And we have been traditionally in this business, for almost 3 to 4 decades now, and therefore we were very comfortable setting up a base over here in order to service this market.
You talk about, of course, being close to the actual goods that you're mining, but what about the cost of mining? Because looking at some of the numbers that have come through from the company, estimating that the cost of mining in Gabon is almost twice that of India. Can you make that up in terms of the earnings that you're likely to generate?
The question is that how well in today's world in the manufacturing sector, what it really matters is the logistics cost. And if you make a comparison of the mining cost in India as compared to mining cost in Gabon, definitely the mining cost in Gabon is going to be higher. But then you have to consider one very different, sort of a mindset and a calculative method in order to offset those costs. For instance, if I say that, if I have to produce 1 ton of manganese, manganese alloy, how much manganese do I have to take it, from here back to India and then transform and service it into the European market? But then when you're looking at transforming here itself, we are actually, reducing the cost of transport and logistics by half. And therefore it makes sense over here in terms of even offsetting the higher mining costs. So there is a bit of calculation, bit of a different exchanges between the business models, and it does remain viable. Yes.
And of course, if all goes according to plan with the 400,000 ton ferroalloy point plant, I can't get that out, and then you've also got the 300 megawatt power plant up and running. Do you have greater ambitions in West Africa? Are you looking right now, are there exploratory options right now that you're looking at?
I didn't get the last part of the question.
Are you looking at other options when it comes to expanding your footprint in West Africa apart from this one project?
Right now we are pretty much focused in developing this project, and definitely we do have the blueprints for expanding our presence in Western African coast. But those plans has a lot of bearing on the success of the present projects over here, and we continue to remain focused. Of course, we do have plans, and we have done certain bit of research on the Western African coast in terms of where we would like to be. But those are at least, for the time being, on a blueprint stage, and definitely we would be moving along those lines.